Within the settings tab, you will find project settings. And this is an important settings item to pay attention to because we tend to put new features and functionality in here if we do not believe every user needs to have this certain feature turned on. So I actually have them all turned on, but usually they are turned off or disabled by default. I'll walk through them now. So the first one here, direct assign, auto assign. That's the ability for a host to click on a cleaning project and assign a project to them. Currently, we do not have that turned on by default because the majority of our users prefer the accept or reject function and having cleaners confirm their availability. However, we understand that some users need that function or prefer that managerial style. Also, auto assign, which is the ability for cleaners to automatically be assigned when projects are created to specific properties projects. Currently, that's not turned on by default as well, but it is an option for someone to turn on should they want to utilize it. Another option down here, opening up projects automatically to backup cleaners. So currently, if a primary cleaner does not accept or reject a project, we will not automatically open it up to the backups against that property. If they were to enable this, they can set how far out from the project time they would like us to automatically open it up to backups should the primary cleaner not accept that project. When a booking is canceled after the check-in time, keep the associated cleaning project. So in the event there is a check-in that occurs, like let's say today is Monday, and someone is supposed to stay until Sunday. However, it comes to Thursday and they need to leave. What usually happens is they need to cancel that reservation so that on Airbnb, the host opens up the availability for their apartment, their property to be rented again before Sunday. In the event that occurs and a reservation is canceled after the check-in time, the host needs to say whether they would like us to keep that cleaning project on the original checkout date or if they would like us to remove that cleaning just as we are removing the reservation. So it's a preference, for users, whether they'd like us to remove it or keep it there. The one thing that occurs if we keep it there is it is no longer associated to a reservation, so it becomes a floating project which someone would need to stay on top of and then move accordingly. Quality control is a function, so in the event a property management company or a host does inspections, so let's say after every single cleaning, they send a team member through that property to make sure the cleaning is okay. That is a very common occurrence. And so we have a quality control feature that a co-host or a host can pass or fail a cleaning to mark that it has been inspected. And lastly, is pretty straightforward, mandatory checklist completion. We have the ability for a host to have a mandatory checklist when cleaners are completing a project. So in the event a project is being completed at my property and I have this turned on, the cleaner is not going to be able to finish this project on the app unless they tick every item and take every picture that I've required them to take.